Here is why what I'm teaching you might get you fired. If you're a new supervisor or manager, this is for you. I was working with someone today where I spent the entire day in the shoes of a new supervisor. The person was there for just a couple months, and I wanted to see what the day was, not just conversation wise, like show me the challenges, show me the things that you're doing all day to understand your day in life. A couple of questions that I asked as we spent the entire day. What is the goals of the organization, which he knew. I proceeded to ask the question, so what reportings or KPIs do you use to understand current performance to meet your goals? He had no clue. The last thing I asked him about, does he believe in performance management? And without any hesitation, he said, absolutely. Then he told me that the current culture doesn't believe it. Then we began the conversation about, so what do you do if you have a culture that is not believing the things that you're saying about performance management, and this is specifically about employees and team, what do you do? He believed that's the right thing to do for the organization and for the customer. Then I said, okay, now what? If we believe that, now what? Then it was a matter of doing it as you go through day to day, meaning that your plan has to represent a performance plan. Your work has to represent performance metrics. Your conversations have to represent the performance part of what you're doing, because every dollar counts towards the customer. We want to provide the best service possible for the customer, and that's it. That's the end game. And we talked about it. His fear was, how do I convince people within my team and my boss to follow the same train of thought? And my answer, as always, results speak louder than words. But then I broke it down and I say, hey, you know what? You're not going to win you're not going to win the war in this culture. You have to pick your battles and continue the conversation, because here's the thing. I said, what you're going to do if you follow this method about performance management, you're going to make people uncomfortable. You're going to make your boss uncomfortable, because if your boss is not managing based on performance and you are, it's going to expose a lot of people doing the wrong behavior. So now do that and be inclusive, include people in this, update your boss on what you're doing and the good things that's happening and also the challenges that you're doing. But not only that, the value that you're providing for your team and for the customer. Bring your boss along and be inclusive of that. So by the way, we're having a live today. Join us for a lot of good conversations just like this one. If you like this kind of content, please like and follow and share this video.